from SwahiliPot Foundation, and I'm happy to be here. Just in a few seconds, you're going to know my story before we know the stories of the people I'll have in front here. Can I get like a song? I love dancing. You join me dancing, right? Kindly join me dancing. Unanizeesha bana. Haya, tusimame basi. Let's stand. Let's enjoy some music. Let's stand. Tell me, are you coming back home in the sun? Let's stand. You like this fine, I have moved on, little mama. And I can get a dancer with me in front here. For your love, little mama. Let me get someone. Jen. How long should I live for myself, little mama? Remember just on a baby, that's your how long should I wait for your love, little mama? Thank you very much. Thank you. That is the energy we want in this stage today. So let's settle down. Thank you. And my first panelist on stage will be, nikisema will be, you clap your hand once. Will be Tana River. Tana River, he's one of the mentors of case management. And as he comes, I want to tell you a story. So as I said, my name is Nancy Mora. I'm the Assistant Communications Lead, SwahiliPot Foundation. But let me tell you something. Sikuanza kama lead. I came to SwahiliPot Hub 2023 as an artist. Nilikuja kujibamba, nipige story, mi niende home. Then I found a family. I found a family at SwahiliPot Foundation. Kitambo ungeniambia story ya mentorship, ningekuuliza mentorship alafu. Iyo mentorship inanisaidia na. Okay? But the minute I entered that gate, SwahiliPot Foundation, my story changed. And that is what we call empowering change. People opened arms for me at this stage. My first performance has made me who I am today. I was not a very good student in school. And who told you, eti nimesimama hapa nilipata A mahali? No. I was an average student, but right now, I am a champion. Not because in school I performed, but because I was given an opportunity to get a mentor, and that mentor mentored me to the person I am today. So uko hapo, umejoin case management. We are all going to know what case management is. And you think that mentorship is just like a thing. Mentorship is not a thing. Mentorship will shape you. Mentorship will give you opportunities that you have never seen. Mentorship will put you on tables that you have never sat. And it is high time we all adore mentorship. I might not give you money, but I will give you mentorship. And let me tell you, my friend, the moment we take mentorship seriously, we are going somewhere. That is why we all clap. Sijakuwa motivational speaker. on with my story. I joined the case management team, cohort 1. I was a mentor, and I had 15 people under me. 5 people from that team, 2 of them received a grant from Talent to Income. 3 of them currently have already been employed at a certain organization, earning a salary of over 15,000 shillings, just from a mentorship program. Just from a mentorship program. And that is what we are talking about today. If my panelists are ready, I'm going to call in one of the mentors in that panel. Before even we start, one person known as Tana River, who is a case manager. Tana River, kindly walk to the stage. Tana River, Omar Mbetsa, the APA. As I go on with my story, so Chief Mentor Mahmoud Noor gave me an opportunity to volunteer under the communications department. I only have a diploma in journalism, but I was given that opportunity to be part of this organization. And where I sit now, I have never sat in a table like that. And I was in a very big company before I joined SwahiliPot Foundation. But because of the mentorship that they give here, I am sitting in very big places. Opportunities that I'm getting are so many. And through the mentorship, I am a founder of Morana Sounds, just because of the mentorship. Just imagine, just like that, I'm a CEO. Can you imagine what this mentorship will do to you if you take the curriculum seriously and you follow it? So, Omar Mbetsa is here. When I say my first panelist is, you clap. My first panelist is Omar Mbetsa. Good. Let's welcome Omar Mbetsa on the stage. Hi. Pick the microphone. Don't sit fast. Pick the microphone. Kindly introduce yourself.
Hi. How are you? My name is Omar Mbetsa. I work here at SwahiliPot Foundation under the case management project supporting Likoni Sub-County and Pwani County. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the seat. Thank you for joining us. The next person I'm calling is Humphrey Buria, MNT of the Case Management Program, Makofi Bucket Valley, as he comes. The next person is Ramadan Tana River, the case manager of the case management program that has been going on. Thank you very much for joining me. The next person is Mariam Juma. Makofi jamani akiteremka. Thank you very much for joining us. The next person is Rahman. Thank you. Let's keep clapping. Let's keep clapping. Let's keep clapping. Karibu sana. Have a seat. The last person I'm calling aboard is Musliman Shaban. Musliman Shaban. Musliman Shaban. Yes, makofi kwa akiteremka. Thank you very much. How are you? Mko sawa? Omar already introduced themselves. I'd love to take that microphone. Thank you. We're going to start. Please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Okay, I'm Miss Elimani from Nyali.
Thank you very much, Miss Elimani from Nyali. She's one of the mentees.
Hello everyone. Vijana hoye. Vijana hoye. I can't hear your voices.
Tana River. I'm a case manager from Likoni Sub-County. Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here with you today.
Thank you very much, Tana River.
Hi everyone. I'm Rahmanu from Kisauni.
Thank you very much, Rahma.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Mariam Juma, case management mentee.
Thank you very much. The last person.
I am now case management team from Likoni.
Thank you very much. I want us to have a conversation, okay? And I will start with Omar. Omar, what is case management? Mimi nikisikia case management, naona ni kama ni watu ambao wanafanya makosa, tunapeleka rehabilitation. What is case management?
Thank you so much. So, case management it simply means mentorship. So it's a project, a mentorship program that targets young people between the ages of 18 to 35. These young people are not in school, they are employed. So that is the category of people we are looking at. 18 to 35, not in school, not in education, not in training or employment. Yes, main agenda is to have behavioral change among the young people, but not that we have mindset shift and change their perception about life, because most of the times people say our young people keep lamenting and closing themselves in their in-house houses, not taking the opportunities that are here. So the project is here to help young people understand themselves, accept who they are, regardless of their past experiences, and
And appealing, and I started this journey of mentorship back in 2018, just from having that advocacy to help I meet a young person. Through that sharing that we have, I come to learn some few things that I can help. And somewhere with my openness, somewhere where there is a gap, the people that I approach, they will, through my influence, they'll be willingly open and give me that room to help them through their journey. So just maybe that is a brief of what I do in relation to mentorship.
Asante sana. Before nirudi kwako, naomba nimsikize Rahma. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, Rahma. Naomba uniambie kabla maisha ya case management program, ulikuwa unafanya nini?
I was at home.
Use the microphone nicely. Yes.
Nilikuwa tu nyumbani. Nilikuwa tu nyumbani, nilikuwa sina kitu cha kufanya. Tasema I was idle nyumbani, like sikuwa najishughulisha na chochote.
Hakuwa anajishughulisha na nini? Na chochote. Nitarudi kwako baada ya case management. Let me hear from my friend. Before case management, ulikuwa wafanya nini?
Before case management, I was a baker and a henna artist.
Baker and a henna artist. Biashara ilikuwa ya pick, high pick?
Ya pick.
Ilikuwa ya pick. After case management, umefanya nini? Ama case management imekufanyia nini kama wewe?
Case management, it has made me be here, talk in front of people. But before it, I was not able to do it. And I was able to join computer, and now I was in position 3, and now I have been given scholarship for going ahead to learn computer.
Asante sana. Mmesikia? In case management you get opportunities. Let me hear from my friend who, wacha nisi spoil beans. Yes. Before case management, ulikuwa wafanya nini?
Before case management, I was just a youth like the other youth in the streets. I had nothing to do. I had no purpose. Yeah.
He had no purpose. So what are we talking at right now? After case moja, udescribe venye uko sai, just one name. Utajiita nini?
The opposite of introvert.
The opposite of introvert? What's the opposite of introvert? Extrovert. It means ana socialize zaidi na anaweza kuelewana na watu zaidi. That is how much you gain from case management. Back to you, my dear. Wewe, jieleze. Nisieleze story yako. Yes.
Okay, before case management, tulikuwa tu niko home. I was stranded. I dropped out of my college because I lacked school fees. I could not able to sustain me and my kid.
After case management?
After case management, alhamdulillah, I appreciate it because sahi naeza kuongea mbele za watu. I was a bit shy to express myself. I was a bit shy to express about my story. Actually, I'm a young single mother, a mother of one daughter, but I really appreciate God right now. I can take care of my daughter and I can take care of myself too.
Oh, she deserves a clap. That is the power of mentorship. And that brings us to talking about empowering change. Tana River, ukisikia empowering change, what do you think? What comes in your mind?
Empowering change, when you talk about it, we basically talking about bringing the aspect of transformation in who a young person is currently and who or where he is going to or he desires to be. Mm-hmm. So we empower, we give, it's like tunamwezesha. For you to be where you want to be, you have to be empowered. Yeah.
You have to be empowered if you want to be somewhere, right? Mpe Omar Mbetsa simu. Mpe Omar Mbetsa microphone, sorry. Omar, you've been an APA, handling how many case managers in your sub-county?
So in cohort 1, I was handling 20 case managers. Mm-hmm. In cohort 2, I'm handling 26 case managers. Mm-hmm. Because I support Likoni and Kwale County.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the difference?
The difference, there's no difference. The project scope, it is within the Greater Mombasa area. So the Greater Mombasa area has a small extension to Kilifi and Kwale. So that small portion of Kwale, we've embedded it into Likoni. So that is why it extends to that side. Yes.
Wakati ulikuja ukaambiwa unafaa kuwa mentor wa all those case managers. Mimi nikisikiza mentorship, nikisikia tu jina mentorship, nilikuwa naogopa. To me, ukiniambia unataka kuwa mentor wangu, you want to make me feel very vulnerable na hautanisaidia. That was before I knew case management. When I just hear about mentorship, I was like, do I really need it? No. Tell me about your experience. When I'm giving you a new program, new people you've never met, you need to create a bond. These people, each of them need to have 17 mentees per person. What did it mean to you then?
Thank you so much, Nancy. One, I would say the experience has been awesome. I've had the best experience with this case management project because I am a product of mentorship myself. I've gone through a number of mentorship. I've gone through leadership program and Emerging Leaders Foundation back then. But when I came to deal with this, because my passion is into the community and supporting people. So when I get into the case management program, one thing that I have learned so far is that management of people requires a lot of patience. Management of people requires a lot of understanding. Management of people, again, requires a lot of critical thinking. Again, managing all these people, you have to embrace diversity because, again, out of the case managers that I was handling in first cohort, there were 300 mentees behind them. Now I was managing 320 people. And these 320 people, they are people of different calibers and diverse backgrounds. So what I learned most was the power of embracing diversity. I am not supposed to treat case manager A exactly the same I'll treat case manager B, because these are two different people. As much as we are following the same methodology of delivering the curriculum and doing the mentorship, but there are specific attention that I needed to give to each mentor, and that is how I did it. And for me, it has taught me a lot, particularly around leadership. I think I've told a number of people here that we interact, that when I joined SwahiliPot, and particularly when I get into the case management program, I had a bit of problems, and I'm still working on them. A problem of being short-tempered. But when I was taken through the process several times, it has enabled me to understand that I am the one to be very flexible to accommodate others, not forcing people to be what I want them to be. Yes.
Thank you very much. Humphrey, naomba kuuliza swali. Sai kijana pale akikuuliza kama utatafuta mtu mwingine umlete kwenye hii program, will you do that?
Yes.
Why?
To begin with me myself, I've seen impact in this program. It has really changed me personally. So I can easily recommend someone else to join the case management program as a mentee. Yes.
Thank you very much. Yeah, kumbe tunasikiza. Asante. Naomba umpe Rahma microphone. Na microphone. Rahma, jana tukiongea ulikuwa mwoga sana. Lakini sielewi kwa nini. Ulikuwa ogopa nini? Just mention it, no problem.
Na?
Just mention. Mbona ulikuwa ogopa jana?
Kuongea mbele za watu.
Yes?
Kuongea mbele za watu.
Kuongea mbele za watu. Alafu nikakwambia nini?
I can talk.
She can talk. And the reason as to why I've asked her that is, for Rahma, she was like, hapana, mi sitaki watu wanaongea kizungu sana. You get? And I'm happy for her because she was very open to say that. But nini imempatia hiyo power ya kusema hivyo? Tuko pamoja kwa class? Nini imempatia hiyo power? Mentorship. Because she knows she is part of whatever she wants to say. Tuna shida zake. Mimi mora sina pesa, mwingine hana kazi, mwingine anataka kufungua biashara. Will you guide this person?
Yes, I will.
Wewe ni mentee, but utamguide.
Yeah.
How much have you understood the curriculum that we have? Because we have a curriculum, right? How much have you grasped that curriculum? You as a mentee, hata si mentor. Kuna ile tu rotuba alikuwa ambaye anafuata. Wewe kama wewe. How much information do you have that you think, if right now I give you 5 people, you are going to have a very good session with those 5 people? Hivi ndo nauliza. Sasa hivi nikikupatia mimi huyu tuko wanne. Sisi sote tuna shida zetu. Mimi kama mentor, have I empowered you so much that mimi na shida zangu utanisikiza na hazitakulemea wewe, lakini utanisaidia mimi kugrow kama mimi.
Mimi nitamweleza njia ambayo nilipitia, ndio ili na yeye pia atajaribu kama ataweza kufanya, ndio ili afaidike.
Asante. Mama, mambo. Umenyamaza sana. Naomba uniambie, ulisoma nini haswa kutoka kwenye curriculum ambayo mlifunzwa? Ile ambayo inaanza na self discovery, alafu tuteremka tuko na objectives, tuko na one-on-one sessions. What was your experience?
Okay, my experience was actually the best because first, it's hard to be a single mother. It's very hard at a young age. You need someone who can understand you. You need someone who can appreciate the way you are. Actually, ukizaa at a young age unakuwa mshy. Alafu friends wanakuavoid. Alafu you end up losing people in your life. Actually, I really appreciate my mother. Alini support since the first day. She knew that I was pregnant. And even after Shani's support, I appreciate even my mentor, mwenye ambaye alini encourage na akaniambia that ukiona watu wanakutoka katika maisha yako, jua there is some blessings coming. And I never knew those blessings.
Thank you. Oh, Tana River. Among them, you're the mentor here. In 1 minute, just explain to me what that curriculum meant to you. How did you deliver it? Mentees are different, okay? Kuna mmoja akona addiction, kuna mwingine yofanya vitu zake. Wewe ulitoboa vipi?
Thank you so much. Maybe to share about a little experience that I have had when delivering the self-discovery curriculum, which is at the center and the focal of this project of case management. You understand from the word go, choosing mentees through that process, taking them to the first session, to the last sessions, having different or diverse people coming from different backgrounds. You understand, you get some people who are not even willing or they don't know even if that mentorship will help them. Because we are very sure that most of us have attended at least 1 or 2 mentorship activity. But now, the self-discovery curriculum is I'd say it is a soft approach. It has another advantage that is a soft approach to mental health that brings the youths into the center of understanding themselves, appreciating themselves, and also realizing where they want to go. Realizing where they want to go. This is entirely an experiential kind of a curriculum, whereby we don't go to deliver notes or we go and tell people to write or we facilitate. And by facilitating, we are taking you through steps for you to do one by one that relates and makes you reflect in one way or another to self-realize yourself. By that, after each and every session, you find yourself that there is something that is coming out that you never knew that it is in you. And most of us, there is something that is hidden, maybe because I understand from where we are who we are because of some of the life experiences that we have gone through. Maybe we could be better somewhere. But now we were forced to go through situations in life. And you find most of the challenges that, or the barriers that makes us not proceed to next stages is because we fail to accept. And by accepting, there are people also who accept, but they don't know what they're accepting. So when we deliver this curriculum, we first bring the mentees closer to us. They trust us. After trusting us, we we ensure that we have a very strong contact in such a way that even a small decision before the mentee does, maybe nyumbani or at workplace, he refers to the mentor for assistance and guidance. And then you find step by step, it becomes easier, it becomes the first and priority for the mentee to share back to the mentor. And this has been a very wonderful opportunity for me to have, because I've created family, a family outside my own family. These are the young people that when I go to do session, I know I'm going to meet a family, and I'm not going like I'm going to work, or I'm going to meet people, and it's just a normal engagement that it's a safe space for them to share, for them to discuss among themselves, because we're not going there to just give instructions, but then we prompt them to share among themselves, finding solutions within the circle, and also coming up with new coping mechanisms in terms of when we are dealing with scenarios in our personal lives. So that is a brief experience that I can share.
Thank you very much, Tanariva. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Omar, is mentorship boring?
No.
Why?
I always say, in regardless, most of us seated here, actually all of us who are seated here in this auditorium, it doesn't matter the level of life you are in. You could be at a certain level, but whatever level you are in life, you require guidance. At whatever level of your life, you require guidance. And most of the times, we as young people, most of us, we make mistakes not because we wanted to make them, but because we lacked someone to guide us. So it plays a key role. And for me and the project, being the geographical location is coastal region, a lot of family breakups exist today as we speak. And you realize most of us young people, we do not have a leaning shoulder. We do not have somewhere to go and preempt or unpack some of these traumas that we went through. So through mentorship, this mentor is a parent, is a role model, is a teacher to guide this young person through. So for me, mentorship is very important. Because why? It is mentorship that will enable you also to actually realize your full potential. And I'm not speaking out of the blues. In cohort 1, we had 1,781 young people that were taken through the project. And most of these young people are seated here today. And as we speak, you've heard from a few of them that it is through mentorship that somebody rediscovered themselves. And one thing that people forget, most of the time, most of us, we think self-realization is about you acquiring a degree. We think self-realization is me having a master's or a PhD. Not at all. Self-realization is beyond education. You could be a professor who is not self-realized. And that is why the way you conduct yourself and behave out here, people would wonder, is this someone who's a graduate? Yes, he is or she is, but he does not accept. He has never realized himself. So for me, the mentorship, and ours is a very unique mentorship. It's a structured mentorship. Because again, we have so many spaces doing mentorship. But for us, we do a unique structured mentorship that Tana talks about experiential learning. So it is through mentorship that as I speak to you now, I have discovered a number of things that were inside me that I was not using them before. Through case management, our young people have gone back to school. Through case management, our young people have opened businesses. Through case management, we have people here of open organizations. Why? They were fearing. It's not that they didn't have ideas, but they one thing to make a move. My colleague Aisha always speaks about birds who decided to fly. And she always poses a question that 5 birds decided to fly. How many flew? And the answer is no, because deciding is the one thing and doing is another thing. So most of our young people, they had ideas, but they didn't have the spark to materialize that idea. And case management, which is the mentorship, it was brought purposely for such. Change their mindset, change their perception, change their behavior, and then be young people that they can see opportunity and grab them without someone guiding them moving forward. Because again, mentorship is that kind of a program where at a certain level you've been given guidance, then now you are self-aware. Because our 3 objectives, I only use them 3 words. The objectives are 3 in the curriculum. And the first one is to self-realize. The young person has to self-realize themselves. The second one, this young person has to accept who they are. You might have been through traumas in your tender ages, but do we live with those traumas? We need to progress further. And then the last one is to self-actualize, where this young person has to navigate. And now I will tell you something for free. Most of the young people are given opportunity without mentorship. They drop. Why do they drop? They were not prepared to have resilience, because in the workspaces, there are a lot of challenges that a young person has to cope up with. So yeah, I say yes. Mentorship is very important. It helps young people realize their potential. It helps young people actualize their dreams.
Thank you. I think he's explained the whole program in such a short notice. I want to talk to you, Humphrey. You're teaching small kids. And I know for them, si kama sisi tuwaelewa. Wao hawaelewi. Umekuwa mentee katika case management. Ile empowerment ambayo umepata katika case management inakusaidia vipi kufunza wale watoto? Na is it hard sometimes? Saa zingine inakuwa ngumu. Na ikiwa ngumu unafanya nini?
To that point, I'll concentrate on resilience.
Resilience.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Case management program has empowered me, and I've gained resilience to bounce back setbacks that seems to hinder my processes or my plans. So dealing with kids, it's not a profession, it's a call from God, right? Because children have their way of communication. It is different from how Omar is communicating or from how you communicate to me. So you have to understand their language, right? So according to me, case management, in the terms of resilience, I really thank God for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Resilience. Ukianguka, unasimama tena. Hakuna kuanguka ukaya hapo chini. Hakuna mtoto kuinua. Ukianguka, unasimama, tunaendelea na hii safari. Si ndio? Hakuna kuanguka nayo kabisa ukibaki chini. Unaanguka chini na unasimama. As Ali is taking for me 2 questions from the crowd, Ali Manzu, I would love you to take 2 questions from the crowd as I listen to Miss Leiman. Lazima case management tufanye kutoka SwahiliPot Hub Foundation, ama you can do it anywhere?
You can do it anywhere.
Kwa simu?
Kwa simu,
Uh-huh.
kwa ground pia,
Uh-huh.
mtaani.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, mtaani is the best. You should have street talks out there.
Uh-huh.
People are depressed. Youths are depressed out there. It doesn't matter the kind of distress you have. People have different kinds of distress. Kuna mwingine anateseka na familia, kuna mwingine anateseka na pesa, kuna mwingine anateseka na mapenzi. They all need mentorship.
Ni kama mnateseka na mapenzi wengi. We all need a mentorship. That is what she says. Na anasema mentorship pale mtaani ndio nzuri zaidi hata kushinda yeye hiyo ofisi. Kwa hivyo uweza kwa nyumbani, una ndugu, una dada, just make sure you are mentoring someone. Na haifai kukua eti sijui iko na mpangilio kutoka page 1 mpaka page 10. Hata mkipatana barabarani, one statement, just one statement will help that person realize who they are. Sawa sawa. Tusiogope. Alimanzo, are we ready? Yes, Odipo.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
One question. some of us struggle with pre-existing and embedded issues of unforgivenesses and distrust as a result of an earlier encounters or experience with either a loved one or a friend. Mentorship is as a result of an already existing relationship. How do we as mentors ensure that we build intentional relationships with such people who struggle with opening up before we proceed to mentorship? Thank you.
That's a very good question. I can get one more as we answer the second question. One more? Okay. Let me give it to Omar, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, my brother. That's a very good question. And we have the solution. Now, there's a lot of mistrust. There's a lot of experiences, past traumas, that have informed our behavior and characters today. And one thing to appreciate is, whatever you see someone behaves today, you never know. Most of the experiences we had in the past, they form part and parcel of that. But how do we change that narrative? In our setup of the program, we do it in a unique way. First, we avoid the teacher-student setup in those sessions. That is number one. Because the moment someone is a teacher and the other one is a student, then there's a gap. And that gap will make someone not to open up. But beyond that, we create that environment as a safe space for people. But even if we create safe spaces for people, we appreciate that not everyone will open in the same day, in the same session. People open up in different ways. But for us, we've trained our mentors in a manner that they build relationships with those young people first. Because most of those things is because we have seen in the sessions, people confessing that they had this, but they had no one to share to or to share with. So they have been dying with those issues, past experiences. Why? There was no one to be trusted and be given such information. But in our sessions, we try to make the space safe, and that is why it's a peer-to-peer learning. And then the way the curriculum is designed itself, it creates a safe space for those participants, the way it is designed. So yours is just to make the step to attend the session. After attending the session, you will discover with the time you get to open up by yourself. Because I remember, Nancy, we were having a session at Jomvu, and there's this one psychologist, actually a practicing professional psychologist. But after the session, she confessed there has been a lot that she thought she has lived past, but still she had not accepted. So the session will give you an atmosphere that is so conducive that will enable you to create trust, but trust is a gradual process. Building trust is a gradual process. It's not a one-time thing.
Thank you so much, Omar. What I will tell you is, naweza kosa kujifungua leo, nikuambie venye mimi nimepitia mambo nimepitia. Lakini when you give me a friendly environment, be my friend, definitely at some point, I will open up. And remember, huambii huyu mtu shida zako ndo akusaidie. Eti sasa ndo akupe pesa ama akupatie a solution to your problems. Unaambia huyu mtu tutafute opportunities pamoja as friends. And the minute we learn that a mentor and a mentee are friends and we are growing together, then we are getting somewhere. The minute that we stop what we think eti mentor anafaa anipae pesa, mentor anafaa sijui anipatie kazi, a mentor should only be your friend for us to get solutions together. For us to get solutions together. I hear there is one more question.
Yeah.
Yes, Umi.
All protocols observed. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, my name is Umi Sadiq. I'm a youth advisory group member under the Global Opportunity Youth Network, GOIN. Actually, mine is not a question, but I just want to appreciate. Yeah, first of all, I want to appreciate our donors, the Conrad Hilton, because they've given us an opportunity, an example of me and the rest of the mentors to be able to achieve the goals that we wanted to do this year. Because I believe, or we believe as mentors, if you're not making any impact in the society, you're walking a busy road. Second appreciation, I want to appreciate SwahiliPot Hub. And I really inspire if whatever SwahiliPot is doing, county government of Mombasa could be able to collaborate with them, because in Mombasa, sisi kama vijana, we are tired of hearing our brothers being killed each and every day because of mob justice, because they don't have people to inspire them. But whatever SwahiliPot Hub is doing, by inspiring mentors and giving them room to change mentors. Like, for example, I'm really happy because one of my mentees is part of the panel.
Thank you.
And the last person I want to appreciate, my boss, Hillary. I'm really grateful to be sitting next to him.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much, Umi.
Finish, please. So I want to take an opportunity to appreciate Hillary, because he was telling us, please appreciate your APAs, but he's forgetting himself. Thank you so much, Hillary. May God bless you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hillary, for being a good mentor to all of us. And mentorship is a change that has a very huge wave that we are not even seeing. It is going to create the biggest change that we are looking for in our country and in Africa. One from him, and then we close.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Salim Ali Mohammed. Me, I really support mentorship program. Vile ni mzee na nimeona hizi mentorship program, na nataka kumrecommend Sheikh Omar kwa sababu yeye na mentor Mahmoud, he used to come to our mentorship program ambayo inaendeshwa na Masjid Mandri under the chairmanship of Sheikh Babwali. Kwa hivyo na pia tunapenda kupata more mentorship program. Sisi tuko na Mewa Education pale, tungeweza kuwaalika ma mentors wengine waje watuhudhurie kule na watupe mawaidha zaidi, na tunamrecommend sana SwahiliPot. Asanteni sana.
Asante sana. We are finishing this panel, so I would want from there, each one of you, give me just one statement to conclude this. What do you have to tell the mentees seated on the other side?
On my side, thank you, madam. I would like to urge the youth in the space right now and those who are hearing me. Case Manage program is a free that will not pay anything. Kindly, if you are not here, you have not yet undergone this program, enroll and will receive the benefits.
Thank you very much.
What I would like to say is that if you have heard that someone has come to you and told you that you want to be a mentor, you should agree it, because you don't know if there is any opportunity. First, she'll come to you and tell you, but will not go to other people who are not part of the project.
Thank you. Omar?
Thank you. Maybe Nancy, before I say something, I wanted to explain, I'm informed that in the crowd, there are people who are new to the case management. So if you'll allow me some latitude to re-explain a bit about the program, then I give my parting shot. Is that okay?
How many minutes? One. Because Tana River explained. Now you, Sisitiza, with 1 minute.
Thank you. So the case management project is a mentorship project. It is a 3-year program that is targeting to mentor 20,000 opportunity youth during the period of 3 years. And for us as SwahiliPot, an opportunity youth is a young person who is not in school. An opportunity youth is a young person who is not in employment or any form of training. What we do, we have it's a structured process. The implementation of the project is done in partnership with the groups called Youth Hub Networks at the grassroots level. Youth Hub Networks are a small organization based in the grassroots where this project is anchored. Why? We are conscious of the fact that it is not possible for a young person to travel from Kisauni to this space to get the program. So because of that, what we do, we decentralize the services of SwahiliPot to Youth Hub Networks. So the project sessions, we have group sessions and a one-on-one session. During group session, the young people are taken through the self-discovery curriculum which has 3 key objectives: to help them self-realize, self-accept, and self-actualize. Then, other than the group sessions, we have one-on-one session where the mentor now goes ahead to have one-on-one personalized discussion with the young person, because in the group setup, not everyone will preempt what they are going through and their plans. But when the mentor goes now giving a personalized attention to the young person, then the young person opens more and then is given services based on that person. Our main agenda at the end of it all is we expect that a number out of the 20,000 young people will have behavioral change, if not all. Will have a changed mindset. They will have a changed perception, actually positive perception about life. But beyond that, after the program, we expect a number of them to have opened their own small businesses. And as we speak, we have about 400 plus businesses already running from this program. A number of them, we expect them to go back to school. From cohort 1, we have about 500 already gone back to school. And these are young people that had lost hope. But through the program, and remember, going back to school, SwahiliPot is partnering with other organizations, for example, education institution. So the case manager is expected to look for referral for the young people so that they can get these opportunities. So we have a number that have gone back to school, a number that have now started their own businesses, but even a number that have been employed. Recently, we had about 200 young people that had attended an interview with the KCB Foundation. Those are some of the interventions that we put even beyond the program. That not just about mentorship. After the cohort, what next? We want to monitor these young people that they beyond the cohort, there is sustainability and there's something that is we calling growth. So basically that is what the project is all about. If you're seated here and you're planning to join, how do I join? It is very simple. The first qualification is you to show interest. And we enroll you to our SwahiliPot youth database. After that, we give you an expression of interest, because not everyone requires mentorship, although it's important for us to have mentors. So once a young person fills the expression of interest form, then we go ahead, pair them with young people who are mentors. Remember, these case managers see, it's not that they have achieved all they want to do, but they are young people that we see there's a direction, there's light in what they are doing. So because of that, we tag them with a number of young people to take them through this journey. So basically, that is all about the program. And up to that point, maybe what I can tell people that I have learned through this program, don't judge people. Whenever you go, don't judge people. Don't judge people because you do not know what people have gone through. Don't judge people because you do not know the battles they are fighting. Perhaps if they were to give you those battles, you would die in the next minute. So don't judge people. Again, have empathy. These are things that I have learned through case management. Have empathy. Put yourself into other people's shoes. So there's a golden rule that we teach, that do what you want, do to others what you want it done to you, right? So in this life, embrace diversity. People are different. Do not start saying, "Huyu anaongeanga sana." That is their character. It is you to be flexible and understand how to adjust to accommodate such a person. Huyo kona kiherehere is not your problem. The problem is you. If you know how to live with people, then you will not have a problem with anyone else.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I want to appreciate people here. If I won't appreciate these people, I'll be very mean. And I'll start with my colleagues. I don't know if they are here. I want to appreciate Aisha Mohammed, who is the APA for Kisauni and Kilifi. I don't know where she is. I want to appreciate Saada Makomere, who is the APA from Vita Sub-Count, for the amazing work they are doing.
Thank
I
you.
want to appreciate
you're spoiling the sweetness that is coming. Naomba tuachie hapo.
Okay.
I'm going to introduce the APAs later. And if you want to know the APAs and ask to appreciate them, please, usisonge pali umeka. I have something big that is coming. So let me hear your parting shot, Mama.
Okay. Mi kitu ambayo naweza kuambia watu, they have to trust the process.
Trust the process.
Yes. Kwa sababu ukitrust the process, utafika pale una aim.
Thank you. Trust the process. Tulisema resilience. Ukianguka? Yes, ukianguka unasimama, tunaendelea. Yes.
Mentorship is a journey, just like life is a journey. And my message to you and to the world, we are all mentors. But I'll give you a very key parting shot that I want you to carry home and to the rest of your life, because we want to inspire a generation of mentors. And this goes, it goes this way. If there are 3 things that I leave here today for you and to the rest of the world is, number 1, be kind. Number 2, be kind. And the third one, be kind to yourself and to the others. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Be kind, be kind, be kind. Yes, use this.
Okay, the words that I would like to encourage my fellow youths ni accept who you are. Jikubali venye ulivyo. It doesn't matter how poor you are. It doesn't matter how independent you are. Hata kama uko peke yako unaona maisha imekusonga, you are just alone, just accept yourself so that others can accept you.
Thank you. If you don't accept yourself, me as a mentor, it will be very hard for me to even assist you from where you are. That is why in case management, we call it self-discovery. If you discover yourself, hii mwendo tunaiendelea, tunaimaliza, si ndio? Thank you very much for being such a very good audience. My name is Nancy Morada, Assistant Communications Lead, SwahiliPot Hub Foundation. And I resonate too. You never know what happens the next minute. So if you want to do something, you do it now. You do it. Hakuna kesho. Hujui saa hii nikitoka hapa nafanya nini? Lakini if you want to do something, do it now. Thank you very much and may God bless you all.
Asanteni sana, makofi kwao. Bila shaka mentors na mentees, mambo ya faida sana, na shukran sana kwa kuweza kufika siku hii ya leo na kupeana pia motisha kwa vijana ambao wako hapa. Bila shaka ni kazi nzuri sana mnayoifanya hivi kwa vijana kama hawa, manake kama tutoinuana sisi kwa sisi, hakuna mwingine atakayekuja kuwainua hivi sasa. Asanteni sana.
Asante sana Ali.
Naam, hivi sasa kitakachoendelea ni kuwapisha kidogo tu entertainment ambayo inayokuja kwenye muda usiokuwa mrefu. Jamaa ametoka Tana River kule, wakaamua waje sehemu hii. Pokomo Cultural Dancers ambao wako hapa hivi sasa na wanaanza kucheza ngoma zao. Labda tuwape fursa pia wao kiasi ili waweze kutuentertain. Mnaweza endelea. Ingieni ndani tafadhalini. Asanteni sana. Happy kelele. Asanteni sana, those are Pokomo traditional dancers. Na hivi sasa nachukua fursa hii. Muko tayari? Muko tayari? Kuna mwenzenu mmoja hapo nyuma anajulikana kwa jina la Noni. She wants to perform a poet. Noni, this is your moment, please. Noni, if you can hear us.
To my mentor, Adija Amani, thank you for being such a fantastic mentor and for your constant support and guidance. I'm genuinely grateful for all the wisdom and advice you shared. Your mentorship is invaluable to me. Your guidance has made me a significant difference in my life. Being under your supervision has been an amazing experience. Thank you for your mentorship. You are more than special. To my sweet and adorable mentor, role model, Rahema Chipati, I thank you for your guidance and support. I'm truly proud to have you as my mentor. You've made such a positive impact on my life, and I'm forever grateful to receive much love. In the heart of the pot, we found a new flame. From Zia to Rehema to Chicha and Dida, the youngest of them all. We found favor. We found power. We found a voice. We found love. What started as a journey of one, from seeing a link, now 20,000 of us, we walk strong. We are more than what we started. Talking about being more, let's talk about Sheila. Sheila, mentored by Najma. Once a very shy girl, now a beacon of confidence, speaking for what she believes in, fighting for her dreams, speaking her mind. Sheila is a perfect example of what the 20,000 of us have become. We started quietly, silently. A link on our phone inviting us to a space that we did not understand. A light we saw at the end of the tunnel. Now the end is here, but it is not the end, because we see more in the future that is so bright and our eyes cannot take it anymore. We have grown. We have become better. We have more to see and achieve. We started timid. We started slowly. We started quietly. Now look at us. Confidence is our name. We know who we are. From self-discovery talks, questions like, what do you like? What do you want to become? Where do you want to go? Who are you? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Now look at us. We know who we are. And all this started with just an invitation. To Hillary. Hillary Hoye. A man given the responsibility to look at our mentors and decide if they were fit enough to mentor us. He became a beacon of hope, a call away, day by day, making sure we got what we deserved. A call away to make sure that we got the lessons we deserved. A call away to make sure that we attended the lessons we deserved. A call away to make sure that we understood what we were taught. Hillary was the man for the job, and forever we are grateful to you. This won't be enough without mentioning Mentor 001. Number one, he wins. Number one, he is. And number one, he will forever be. He has taken many in the journey that he started. And now see, we are 20,000, always fighting to be like him, always wanting to be better, always wanting to succeed like him. And he said, technology itatusaidia. Now look at him pushing us in that direction to make sure we get to that section. What started as a journey of one, now look at us. Just look at us. 20,000 and 20,000 more each one of us will recruit. This is a movement, case management, a journey of 20,000 of us. Noni.
Thank you very much, Noni. And congratulations to all of you. Mumetoka mbali na mbali mtaenda, na anavyosema kwamba to each one of 20,000 of us, another 20,000 watatokea. Sawa? Haya, now ni wakati wa kumwalika bwana mmoja kwa jina la Daktari Matthew Egesa. We need to have a chit chat kiasi about some of solutions ambazo amekuja nazo. Karibu sana daktari. Naomba nipatiwe microphone. Odipo, tafadhali, mic moja. Habari ya leo daktari? How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good. There's your microphone. My name is Ali Manzu. Tumekuwa hapa for the last 3 days just to ensure that SwahiliPot, apart from, making noise, the event goes as planned. Karibu sana. Kindly tell us, what is Vua Solutions?
Vua Solutions is a startup that is born out of the Blue Economy Innovation Hub at the Technical University of Mombasa. So maybe before the Vua, within the Blue Economy Innovation Hub, it's a hub within the university that is trying to bring up solutions that will bring either people from the university, government, private sector, civil society to come up with solutions. So Vua Solution, I'm a co-founder with Titus, and it's a solution for fishermen, small-scale fishermen. Fishermen have a seasonality. They have 6 months of bumper harvest and some other very kaskazi na kusi. So during the low fishing seasons, they still have to maintain, they have financial needs and need either for education, for health, and other emergency needs. But men, most fishermen are men. And you'll find there are most charmers and most of the people there are women. So the saving culture isn't among the fishermen. So the Vua Solution was it's a saving platform targeting fishermen who are fishing sustainably. So they're using sustainable fishing methods to fish. So we are working in collaboration with another startup called Kumbatia Seafood in Lamu, Kiwayu Island in Lamu. So it's one of the beautiful islands there. So Kumbatia has trained the fishermen and is giving them a premium. So they're getting nice premium fish, but when giving them a premium, Vua Solution is a fintech solution. They are paid through the Vua Solution.
So what you're saying is there is amount of technology that is used in Vua Solution.
Yes.
What is this technology?
So the technology, you're bringing fishermen to save using their feature phones. So it's nothing about apps or something like that. So when Kumbatia pays the fishermen, they pay them through M-Pesa. But a section of it is saved by the fishermen and they get the other bit. So over the high season, a good chunk of it before it reaches, so like when you're in employment, there is that off-check, a check-off system. Once you have the money, saving it at times, it's tricky. So it was one way of getting the money, but they can access it using their feature phones.
You've mentioned about, there are some times when you have a bumper vest in the sea.
Yes.
And there are those times when we don't have a bumper vest now. How do we manage the situation here? Because I'm a fisherman, and there's no harvest in the sea. How do I manage myself and my family?
So the savings during the bumper harvest, you can now access it during this other bit as a stipend, or you can get maybe some credit facility to buy some sustainable fishing equipment. So during the other bit, during the bumper harvest, they save, and then that whole amount is accessible to them, especially during the low fishing season. And it also, they can take loans using it to buy some sustainable fishing reels.
Has there been any successful stories from the fishermen themselves?
Yes. So like in Lamu, we started sometime last year, January, from Lamu. Even the bumper time, it was quite tricky due to rain and everything. But quite a number of them, there is one who now the wife developed some rare skin condition. At that time, from Kiwayu to Lamu, the transport is crazy. So yeah, there is only one boat that comes and all that.
And you have to wait for, sometimes the tides are high.
Yes, the boat starts the journey from Lamu to Kiwayu at 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
Yes.
I've been there.
Yeah, you've been there. So you can imagine the wife was referred to Lamu. At that time, you're not having cash, but a good chunk from the saving helped. And then sadly, it's the same fisherman this year. The daughter had to be admitted here at the Coast General Hospital. The commute from the other side to here and even the hospital expenses, a good chunk of the savings. So shout out, he's called Shebwana. And, you know, he says, oh, eat not for this saving culture. And so far, we've also transitioned into Msambweni. Now there we are working in partnership with CODIO East Africa, which is a research institution in the blue economy space. But now it's also some sort of table banking, but they can have a personal wallet for them.
So basically what you're saying is you are empowering the fishermen along the coastline.
Yes.
From Kiunga all the way to...
all the way. So far it's the two places, Kiwayu and now the Mkunguni.
Msambweni.
Yeah, there is a beach management unit called Mkunguni. So we are starting small, but the impact, at least in their lives, is felt. And another thing, it's the sustainability aspect is quite important because effects of the climate change and all that. So we are targeting those who are fishing sustainably. Yes. And
thank you very
empowering
much.
them financially.
Lastly,
Yes.
apart from targeting the fishermen, and mind you, we also have ladies who are doing fishing, especially in Pate Island. There's a story I went to do there, and there were a certain group of ladies who are practicing octopus fishing. Basically, women there, that is what they're doing. Maybe you can check them out and see if they can get this solution.
Because for the solution, at least, we are starting with the fishermen, but we are targeting the small-scale players within the blue economy space. Be it seaweed at some particular point, or just the small-scale who are overlooked by the major financial institutions to give them the financial access.
Lastly, apart from targeting the fishermen, what else can your solution do to other groups? Because I know we have women who are doing a lot of poetry here in Jomvu area and such. Can they also use it?
It's a solution that they can use, only that for us who are targeting the niche aspect within the blue economy. So at least the players dealing with water resources sustainably, so those are the ones we started working with. But with time, we intend to scale to the other.
Lastly, and this is the last one, what's your take on Pwani Innovation Week?
Pwani Innovation Week has been great compared to the journey that it has come all the way. Amazing speakers, amazing talent, amazing innovations, and so much more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's Dr. Matthew Egesa. Thank you very much from Vua Solutions. Na kufikia sasa nadhani tutamaliza kikao chetu na yeye, lakini najua Maina yuko standby. Kitakachofuata hivi sasa nadhani kitawahusu zaidi. Kwa hiyo Maina, karibu sana.
Asante sana Ali.
Come on, let's put our hands together for them. Asante sana for that session. Thank you so much, Ali, as well. Ladies and gentlemen, are you excited? Come on, are you excited for the afternoon session? Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now, because of time, so we're going to move a bit fast. I have a whole booklet of amazing awards we shall be having here. But to set the pace, I want you to allow me to put together the stage. Thank you so much, guys. Asanteni sana. Asanteni sana. Tafadhali pigeni makofi as I call mentor. Kindly, Chief Mentor, tafadhali makofi kwake tafadhali. Akija hapa so he can take us through and tell us who is coming to place now.
Unanipa mkono? Okay. Yeah, good afternoon. Nimekuwa na stage fright. Ama huwa niko nayo ama huwa sina. So I'll take this opportunity first to appreciate some of our guests. I think our key guest for today, Elizabeth, you know it is your day. Because we have the PS Heritage, Madam Umi, who's been extremely supportive of us. The Belgian ambassador, Peter Madens, who's always been walking this journey with us. The youth president, Raudha. You can stand up, watu wakuone. Raudha. Zaina from Aspen and Global Opportunity Youth Network. You will be a familiar person also around here. Alice, you are hiding behind there from GDI. We also have a trash. But I know when Elizabeth comes, he will also introduce his team. So today, Madam PS is our most important day and event. Yes, we have a lot of things during the Pwani Innovation Week, but SwahiliPot is anchored around mentorship, around guiding and young people. So today's awards, I don't know whether the mayor of Tanga is here. I see Tanga people, but where is the mayor around? Oh, he's down there. If somebody can bring him here, it will also be a good thing. So today is our most important day because we want to, yes, we want to award our best mentors and mentees in the program. And although our key partner through the Global Opportunity Youth Network is Conrad Hilton Foundation, and also Global Development Incubator through Alice. But we also have other partners who are complementing and supporting our work. Some of them will not come here, but I know we have the MasterCard Foundation team. They've been here for the last 2-3 days. I don't know whether they're still here. Jedida, Anthony, if you are here, I hope MasterCard Foundation, asante. We have Imaginable Futures. Sam, umejificha wapi? Rob. Rob amejificha wapi? Oh, but he's around. So we have a number of partners that we are working with. But today, I just want to be very brief so that I can invite the permanent secretary, the principal secretary for Heritage, because I know she will be rushing back to the airport. So we will allow her to speak, and then she will remain up to the part that she feels she will be able to catch her flight. So we wanted her to speak to us before she leaves. But today I just want to celebrate not only the ones that we will award, but the rest of you, because you are the ones who are making this movement for young people be what it is. So for now, I take this opportunity to invite, she's also, I normally call her youth, she's very young. You see, the president appointed enough young people to lead dockets. Karibu sana Umi. Na Umi ni wa Mombasa. She's always been here in Mombasa, and then she went to the national government. Karibu sana.
Thank you for that. It's very low. Iko chini. Great, thank you. Asante. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. God is good, and all the time. Good. I'd like to, first of all, take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of the Ambassador of Belgium, Mr. Your Excellency Peter Medens. I'd also like to acknowledge the presence of MasterCard Foundation. That is also Imaginable Futures, Keep Skies, that is in conjunction with the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industries, GDI Africa, who've really spearheaded this initiative. I'd also like to acknowledge Ms. Zaina Shuhaiber, the Deputy Director, Global Opportunity Youth Network. I'd also like to acknowledge Elizabeth Chang, Senior Program Officer at the Opportunity Youth, the Conrad Hilton Foundation. I'd also like to recognize the county government of Mombasa for taking part of this and the fact that you are a host county for this every year. I mean, we have to take it somewhere else next year. I'd also like to, I noted Dr. Matthew Egesa, who was a speaker before me. I don't know if he's still around or he left. Dr. Matthew spoke on blue economy, and I'd like to acknowledge the fact that his session was very interesting on blue economy, and I'll definitely pass your message to the Principal Secretary for Blue Economy. And last but not least, I really want to acknowledge Mentor 001. Hebu mpeni makofi. Mahmoud Noor has done an impeccable job in this county and across the country on matters youth. And I really appreciate the fact that the National Museum of Kenya is basically the home of Swahili Hub and the home of Pwani Innovation Week this year. I am very delighted to join you today as we take part in the Pwani Innovation Week hosted by the SwahiliPot Hub. First of all, let me introduce myself. Maybe there are guys who don't know who I am. My name is Umi Bashir. I am the Principal Secretary for the State Department of Culture, the Arts and Heritage in the national government. So, thank you. I'll insist on being a youth, but I'm not a youth. But I was once a youth a few years ago. And the fact that I am here representing the national government, I'd like to tell you guys, the youth and the young guys in this beautiful county of ours, that there is nothing special about me being a principal secretary. You can also be a principal secretary, right? You guys are doing an impeccable job. Your creativity, your art, it's amazing, the type of talent you have in this county of Mombasa. I'd like to also tell you that being a PS needs hard work and strict focus. And I'm sure you guys can do it too. I'm not going to be a PS forever, but at some point, I'll move out of that office, and I'd love to see young guys like yourselves taking up such offices. So please, tieni bidii, work hard. Creativity yenu, I really support it. I'd also like to acknowledge the presence of the mayor, all the way from across the border. Thank you so much for joining us, and karibu sana Kenya and Mombasa County 001. Na wageni wako pia ambao mmekuja nao. I'd like to thank SwahiliPot Foundation for convening this event, working with the Kenyan National Innovation Agency, among other partners. I also celebrate your collaboration with the National Museum of Kenya in utilizing our various venues. Through the national, the SwahiliPot Hub and other innovation hubs, Jumuiya ya Kaunti za Pwani is becoming a nexus of digital development in line with the bottom-up economic transformation pillar of creating a digital superhighway. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Kenya Kwanza administration in its manifesto committed to establish Africa Regional Hub and promote development of software for export. It is through such efforts that we are working towards achieving this. Since mobile telephone penetration and innovation in Kenya has increased from a quarter to over 80% of the population in less than 2 decades, we have seen an increase of not just mobile payments that have made us one of the most prominent global leaders in fintech, but also an increase in apps and consequently online market spaces. Sadly, our material arts and heritage, for instance, the artifacts such as Kisii soapstone, Ushanga, the Kamba carvings, the Lamu kofias, those intrinsic worth is not easily valued, has been missing out in the global exchange. In the cases where artifacts have made it there, the returns paid to the artists are not even a fraction of what they fetch in the online market spaces. That is why, as a State Department of Arts, Culture and Heritage, working together with the Bomas of Kenya, with funding from the Tourism Promotion Fund, are working on the Sanaa e-commerce platform. This is a platform where our artists will get an opportunity to sell their products online. Everything is online these days. If I want to buy a watch, I can purchase it online. So why not, if I want to sell a product, if I want to sell an artistic creativity that I've made, kama hizi viti za Lamu, hizi milango za Lamu, tuna vitu tofauti tofauti. If we want to sell our products, as a national government, we're coming up with a platform, an e-commerce market platform. Imagine this, from the comfort of Mombasa, you're selling your products all the way to Kisumu, all the way to Turkana, all the way to Wajir, by the click of a button, and you get your money in your pocket. Jameni, si tunataka pesa? Sisi kama vijana si tunataka pesa? So this is a platform that will be one of its kind in the whole of Africa. Imagine Kenya ndo itakuwa ya kwanza. So for us it's a win, and we need the youth to work on this platform because it is an opportunity to create employment for you guys. So the fact that kuna hii Pwani Innovation Week is not a negative thing, because at the end of the day, as the Kenya Kwanza government, our work is to create employment for the youth. And that is our priority. So once that is ready, I'm sure I'll come back hapa kuwaitisha nyinyi pamoja na Mentor 001. We see how we can partner and work together with the youth of Mombasa County. I further welcome you to think and innovate around the cultural and creative industries, focusing on preservation of our national heritage, celebration of Kenya's culture, arts, telling the stories of our heroes and heroines to digital natives, Gen Z, Gen Alpha. The only way you can become a patriot as a Kenyan and as a youth is to tell your own story. Kama haufahamu story yako kama Kenya, utaambianaje story yako? So inabidi you understand your story, you understand and tell your own story as a Kenyan youth, so that the globe can listen and buy into our stories and our heritage. Deepening the access and reach of e-libraries, preservation of our indigenous languages, and knowing fully well that, that African languages have a very small digital footprint. Access to our national archives. We have received over 9.7 terabytes of new records from the British government. This is a good thing. Then how can we digest this for the public over and above scholarly research? Research and conservation of music. Music, talent, that is what we are looking for. We pay artists through royalties, through what we call Kenya Copyright Board. It is a regulator in the State Department. So what we do, kama ni msanii, na unaimba, una rap, you're supposed to be getting a certain amount according to what your sales are like through royalties. So this is something else that through Mentor 001, tungependa kuwafanyia sensitization so that you can understand. Kama Calligraph Jones, how much he's supposed to be getting. You, as wale wameimba anguka nayo, kama huku Mombasa mkona kama akina nani? Who are your main Gen Z singers? Siwaski? Bonwale. Unaona, hawa say wanafaa kupata do. And as a national government, our work is to support the youth, ndio wapate pesa. So there's a program that will come here to Mombasa so that our singers, our artists, wanaweza wakakuwa members. Then they get membership, and once they get membership, they are supposed to be getting resources. Mtu akisikiza nyimbo yao kwa YouTube, they're supposed to be paid. Mtu akisikiza nyimbo yao kwenye salon, kwenye kinyozi, kwenye bar, kwenye club, kwenye hata functions, you're supposed to be getting paid. So that is something that is lacking in our like information and communication to our youth. Because if you have this information, then nothing stops you from getting your money as an artist. Research and conservation, our traditional knowledge and cultural expressions, as well as how to better access and monetize our museums, as we have invaluable treasures in them. All these do even as you maximize your footprint in the blue, green, orange, and digital economies. Noting the theme of this session, milestones of triumph, celebrating our case management successes, I wish to celebrate those who have undertaken this incubation journey at the SwahiliPot Hub, and the outputs that you have so far. It is my wish that your solutions gain traction and market, and also give you more returns than you have ever envisioned. I wish to conclude with a few words from one of Africa's most illustrious sons, now global innovation lead, Elon Musk, who notes, failure is not an option. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. Keep doing what John Maxwell advocates for, failing forward. Failing, learning, iterating, and doing it again and again. If at first you don't succeed, don't try. If you first you don't succeed, try and try and try again. Congratulations to the awardees. I really wish to be here when that's happening. I want to be part of that. Nawashukuru sana, asanteni sana, and congratulations to the winners. Thank you.
Thank you so much, PS. Thank you so much. Let's appreciate the PS with a beautiful round of applause one more time. Asante sana. Thank you so much. PS Umi Bashir. Well done. Asante sana. Yes, I may not need that one anymore. All right. Watu wa Pwani tupo, eh? Thank you so much. And we want to appreciate that moment of really appreciating the address by the PS. And she's one of us. Just look at her. So the fact that she's just amongst us here means you and I can still as well make it. So one more time, let's appreciate her with a round of applause. Asante sana. Great. Now we want to move on straight to this whole award ceremony that we want to get into. But before then, I as well want to call Hilary Mutuma, who's going to give us a quick project overview of what has been happening, the milestones achieved, mentorship process, the award selection. Makofi kwa Hilary tafadhali. Asante sana. Yes, welcome, man. Jembe la majembe, bache la buai.
Good evening. Hamjambo. Hamjambo. Welcome everyone. My name is Hilary. I'll be giving you a few brief on what has happened the last 1 year. And I'm happy to see all the mentees here today and the case managers. Today is our day, so let us celebrate, right? So the Principal Secretary of State for Culture and Heritage, Ms. Umi Bashir, rather, sorry. Apologies. The guests and partners from Cornell Hilton Foundation, Elizabeth Chen and the team, GOIN lead, Ms. Zaina, and SwahiliPot Foundation Fraternity. All protocols observed. Good evening. Once again, my name is Hilary Mutuma. I'm the project manager for the mentorship program, case management. And today we celebrate each of our case managers' mentees for a profound journey of the self-discovery and transformation. This journey has been about uncovering strength, realizing potential, and discovering the incredible resilience that's of which each one of you carries within. So the achievements we celebrate today testify what we can achieve if we think differently, care, and support our young people. At SwahiliPot Hub Foundation, we are incredibly proud that 1,781 of you, mentees, have completed this transformative self-discovery journey, and this journey challenged them to grow, adapt, and refine their goals. Alongside the mentees, we also trained 150 dedicated community mentors. We call them case managers. 80 of those, 80 SwahiliPot Hub Foundation staff and volunteers whom also we keenly follow on their progress. Distinguished guests, out of this group, 1,632 graduates today have developed their career plans with clear vision of where and what they want to achieve and the next steps they'll take to get there. Some of the mentees here are stepping into new jobs for the first time, and some will returning to school, and other venturing to entrepreneurship, which is reflecting the growth, skills, and confidence that they have gained so far. Our impact for this program speaks for itself. As you can all see, this hall is very full. And I'd like to break it down a little bit. So 349 of these mentees have secured formal employment. That means they are earning above minimum wage. And they are starting their careers and beginning to build a stable and professional future. 428 of the graduates here, have found informal job opportunities. 510 of them have started small businesses, embodying an entrepreneurial spirit that drives the progress in our communities. 402 of them have enrolled back to school or signed up for further training, which is a testament of then the commitment of a lifelong learning and personal development. Once again, 1,632 have now developed career plans. Beyond numbers, the most profound achievement is the behavior change and the mindset change that we have experienced so far. I can confidently say 90% of the mentees today here have a significant mindset change. And it pulls a positive behavior change that will guide them for years. So we have values that we have instilled in them that they will run along with them for the rest of their lives. Therefore, to our graduates, take the strength, the self-awareness, and the determination you've developed with you, keep exploring, keep growing, and know that the future is bright because you have achieved it. I want to take this moment to express my heartfelt appreciation for my team, the case management implementing team. I don't know where they are. Aisha Mohammed, Najma Abdo, Mbetsa Ngome, Pauline Mutie, Sada Makomere, and Jacqueline Kiplagat. I want to say thank you for believing in this vision that we are able to celebrate today with you. I also want to express my heartfelt gratitude for the entire SwahiliPot Hub Foundation. Your resilience, patience, and unwavering commitment towards this vision has made a tremendous difference. Thank you, mentor, and Mr. Mahmoud Nur, and Atrash for your leadership, your wisdom, and continuous support. You have laid a groundwork for the mentees by showing by example. So our mentees will thrive and unlock their potential. You have inspired all these mentees and the case manager and team members that we have. And thank you very much. I'll try and speak a little bit about the awarding and the selection itself. So the award selection was based on key specific criteria. We had a team of 8 members who conducted a thorough review, and mentees were also given a chance to vote some of their best case managers that they have experienced so far, they have had. And out of these, from the partners that we have, the Youth Hub Foundation, the Youth Hub Networks, the case management team, and as well the foundation itself. So we looked at the performance, we looked at the mobilization and registration of OIs of the young people to our database. We looked at leadership, or some of the unique sets that the case manager have taken to assess their ability to inspire and guide others. We also looked at anchoring the hubs that have anchored the case management program, which are all the 38. We thank you very much. Community leadership, community service, and the placement of the young people. So, as I wind up, I will echo the acting country director of MasterCard Foundation, what she said yesterday. She said, let the sky be the ceiling that you walk on. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Let's appreciate him one more time. Makofi tafadhali. Now this is the time, sound team. You can do everything you want. Sasa nimewapatia nafasi, eh? DJ, this is where you give me just 30 seconds of something. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Sound team. Haya, asante DJ, asante DJ. Okay, thank you DJ, thank you DJ, thank you so much, thank you. So sorry, that was a technical test that everything is fine. I had to make it creative. They had to fix these things. Thank you so much once again. So guys, we have only 2 speeches, then we get to the award ceremony, and I want to invite, and I want you to help me invite Zaina Shuhaiba, Deputy Director, Global Opportunity Youth Network. Makofi tafadhali. Come on, do better, do better, do better. Thank you so much, Zaina. All right, Zaina, please go ahead. Yes, karibu sana.
Thank you. Thank you. Habari zenyu? Kwa majina naitwa Zaina. I'm sorry. My name is Zaina, and I work with the Global Opportunity Youth Network, or GOYN. I'm sure you've heard these letters, GOYN, a lot this week, and you've heard from a number of my colleagues. especially youth advisory group members from Mombasa and from Tanga. We partner with SwahiliPot Hub as a network, and as well as a network of global partners across 9 countries to advance solutions for and with youth. Because another thing we've heard this week, nothing for youth without youth. I'm so excited and honored to be here today and to be part of this amazing milestone for the case management graduates. It's a remarkable achievement and you're an inspiration for all of us. So I mentioned I'm with GOYN, and I have to give another shout out to all the amazing representatives of the GOYN youth advisory groups that we've heard from this week. Yagchairs Rotho from Mombasa, Abdallah from Tanga, Kinoti, Elizabeth, Esha, and many others. They're really the heart of our work, and their success is our success. So let me tell you a little bit about GOYN, and then I'll share why it's so meaningful for me that I'm here right now. GOYN, as I mentioned, is a network of youth-focused organizations and partners who bring together a group of stakeholders in their local networks to identify the specific barriers that youth face, and then also to identify and support the specific local solutions to helping youth reach their full potential. The most important part of what GOYN does, I think, is not just convene all these actors to talk about youth, but we actually work with youth to make sure we're equipping them with the skills and the confidence to pull up a seat at the table. And we've heard this week just an example of this. I've been so inspired throughout the week to hear so many young people on panels, presenting keynotes, sharing in their booths, their innovations, raising their hand to ask a question, and taking the microphone to challenge speakers with thought-provoking questions and thoughts and reflections. You've all been the inspiration to the week. And these are the voices that we want to bring into all spaces where decisions are being made about youth in their communities. We call this authentic youth partnership, and it's a critical component to supporting youth, young people to succeed and to surpass those who came before them. So organizations like us, GOYN, SwahiliPot Hub, and supporters like the Conrad Hilton Foundation, we do want to see improvements in each individual young person's life, but we also want to see changes that grow exponentially. We want to see changes in the systems that currently present inequities for youth, and we want to break those down, hand in hand with young people in the driver's seat. So this all sounds great, I know. It's easy to write on a piece of paper, but we know that work of actually seeing this transformation for young people takes a lot of commitment, and we can't use a cookie-cutter approach. Imagine all the people in this hall, where they're going to be in 10 years, in 20 years, and all the different paths we'll take. Each person has a different journey, and so we need to support with the tailor-made support for each of them. And this is where mentorship is one important piece of the puzzle. It's not the only piece, but it's an important piece, and a piece that might feature in a young person's journey to help them to thrive. We know the benefits of mentorship. Maybe if we're lucky, we've even experienced it ourselves. But we often talk about the traditional mentorship in the sense of a younger person learning from their elders. But we shouldn't forget intergenerational mentorship. What can adults stand to learn from young people? And peer-to-peer mentorship. How can young people teach and guide each other? I've only been a member of the GOYN family for a few months, but I've already had the privilege of seeing amazing young people participating in global events to share their experiences with others around the world. I live in Washington, D.C., in the US, and last month I was honored when a group of young people from Mombasa were able to join a global conference on youth economic opportunities. They didn't just join, they led a session. They taught a room full of adults about the Equity Leadership Program, and they shared the skills and experiences they've gained from it. We learned so much from them. One of those people was my friend Scully, who's here somewhere. I saw him. And I'm not just telling you this story because I promised him I would mention him somewhere over there, but I actually have been thinking a lot about that session in DC as I've been preparing these remarks. I've been thinking about how brave Scully was to speak and share his story. He inspired me. And thinking about his bravery gave me the confidence when I was feeling nervous, and when I am feeling nervous right now, because he did it so I can do it. So I bumped into Scully yesterday. I hadn't seen him yet this week. And I mentioned that I'm going to be speaking, and it's going to be at the ceremony for the case management graduates. And he told me, in fact, he is a case manager. And he has his own group of mentees. And I promise we did not plan this, but today he told me he himself is graduating today. And it just feels so fitting that already this virtuous cycle continues, that an inspiring young man is already himself mentoring and inspiring others. So to all the graduates, and to everybody today, I'll leave you with a reminder. We all stand to learn from mentors, no matter our age or theirs. And just as important, we can and should be mentors to those around us. I'm wishing all the best to all the graduates, to Scully and all the graduates. I cannot wait to follow all your journeys and see how you thrive. Thank you so much. Asante sana.
Thank you so much, Zaina. Let's appreciate her one more time. Thank you so much. Now, wow. I want to, in a special way as well, acknowledge that DC is beautiful. How many of us would want as well to find themselves there? Let me see by show of hands. How many? Let me ask it one more time. How many of us would want to find themselves there? Just checking. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I was just checking. I have some gifts I want to give the people who took up their hands. How many of us would want to go again? Now you see. Thank you so much for that. I want to invite Kalkidan, the chair, to kindly come and invite our next final speech. Kindly put your hands together for the chair. Come on.
Good evening, everyone. Is it evening yet? Good afternoon. I would love to kindly invite Elizabeth Cheung, Senior Program Officer, Opportunity Youth from the Conrad Hilton Foundation. Welcome.
Hi. Okay, I'm using this instead so you can all hear me. Before I say all of the things that Hillary told me I have to say, is it okay if I tell you a story about myself? So, I'm assuming that you can see that I'm Asian, right? I am Chinese. And when I was young, I felt like I didn't belong at school. School was very hard for me. I was the only Asian student, and everyone around me was blonde-haired, they were blue-eyed, and they were all Mormon. And we weren't. And it was really, really alienating, and it was a really hard experience. It was not something that I really enjoyed. But I had an amazing teacher. Her name is Mrs. Markowitz, and this was so many years ago, but I still remember her name. I still remember that she rode a bike to school, and I remember that she cared. And she would often stop me and ask me how I was doing. She would ask me, have conversations with me. She'd ask me what I wanted to do with my future. We'd talk, and it made me feel seen, and it made me feel like I belonged. And it made such a difference in this place where we felt like we were very alone. And then later in university, I was really struggling with what I wanted to do with my life. I had thought I would be a doctor, and then I had to take chemistry and biology. And then it became very clear I was not going to be a doctor at any point. But I didn't really know what I was going to do with myself after that. And so I met another really amazing, wonderful person who was a social worker. She was a professor, she worked with migrants and others in war-torn countries, and she showed me that there was other ways to make a difference in someone's life. I had wanted to be a doctor because I had wanted to help people, but I realized that there were so many other ways that I could do this. And this, having a caring adult in your life, a teacher, a friend, a family member, a mentor, is a key factor in ensuring that young people are able to grow and thrive. It helps create a sense of belonging, a sense of purpose, and these three things, a sense of belonging, a sense of purpose, a caring adult, are what guide us on our journeys into adulthood. And I don't think that I've ever met anyone who understands this as deeply as Mentor 001, Mahmoud Noor. And it is one of the reasons why, when we started coming to SwahiliPot, we were so impressed with what has been built with the SwahiliPot Hub Foundation community. This is a place that creates safety and makes people feel like they belong. I look around me today and I am seeing so many young people, so many faces who are here and who are bringing their full selves, and that is something that Mahmoud and his team have been able to do. And that's why we at the Conrad Hilton Foundation believe so deeply in the work that SwahiliPot Hub Foundation is doing as they build out a county-wide case management system. They believe that every young person across the county deserves a connection to a caring peer, a caring adult, and a caring community, and they are building this across the county to strengthen and support all of Mombasa's young people. Over 3 years, we are expecting to see over 20,000 young people start their journeys into adulthood with these three things: a caring person in their lives, a sense of purpose, and a sense of belonging. And this work would not be possible without all the case managers giving their time and energy to become that caring person in a young person's life. SwahiliPot Hub Foundation has trained over 150 case managers who have supported almost 1,800 young adults, and this is in less than a year, on a journey of self-discovery and growth. Because of their commitment, these young adults have transitioned to education, taken entrepreneurship opportunities, connected to employment, and started savings initiatives. So I shared my story. Is it okay if I share some stories of young people who have found their lives changed through their journey, through the case management experience? Okay. So I want to call out Sophia Wabosha, a case manager who embodies the program's ability to install goal setting and adaptability. She has received a Mandela Rhodes Scholarship to pursue a master's in project management in South Africa. And because of her participation in the mentorship project as a case manager, Sophia has developed skills in goal setting, self-discipline, and these are the things that have enabled her to secure this really, really competitive scholarship. Her journey also reflects resilience as she navigates the demands of the application process and prepares herself to adapt to not just a new academic and cultural environment, a whole new country, which is going to position her for success in further leadership roles. So let's give a hand for Sophia. I also want to call out Alex Ochieng, who utilized the entrepreneurial skills he acquired through the case management experience to launch an online business and gain recognition through comedy shows, demonstrating his adaptability, creativity, and community engagement. The case management program empowered him with an entrepreneurial outlook and taught him how to leverage his talents, which has helped him navigate the entertainment and digital business space. Alice's proactive approach and ability to connect with his community illustrate the program's impact on talent development and mentorship. So let's all give Alex a hand as well. And these are just two of the stories. You heard Hillary give some statistics earlier. These are just two of the stories of the hundreds of people who have participated as case managers and then participated within the case management system themselves. And so in conclusion, I want to extend my sincere thanks to the local partners, community leaders, youth hubs, national administration officers, and families, because this would not be possible without families whose support has been crucial to the program's success. SPH is building not just a system, but also uplifting the community's unwavering dedication and support to the vitality of its young people.